a lot of ways you can seemingly make the moon disappear. You can use, like Miles Tilford says, I think his last name is Tilford. Miles Pitwell. Thank you, Jesus. Help me remember his name. Miles Pitwell, Professor Magician, says use Tesla, in other words, Elon Musk, 60-something Wi-Fi Starlink satellites to block the light from going to the moon. A science lady that's also a magic geek, she says, her name is Ashley. She says use a foil mirror to reflect the sunlight back to the sun to keep the light from going to the moon. Bob Schofield thinks the same way. A foil mirror or a mirror or even a large solar panel to block the sunlight from going to the moon, to make it like it's disappearing, reverse to reappear, with all these ideas. And my idea at first was a black art lighting shadow projector, but then I learned about Vanta Black, and that absorbs the most light, plus some other colors do too. But it's purple, I know that. But when you look with your human eyes, it's black. But with the camera, it's purple. Vanta Black absorbs the most light. So you just use a high-tech Vanta Black shadow projector aimed at the moon to give the illusion that it's slowly disappearing and splitting the pieces and then disappear altogether and then come back to look like a star in the sky, and gradually the moon comes back in full again. You could even use a stage creme knitting in outer space, or a regular mirror, or a foil mirror, or a roller shade mirror, or out in outer space connected to NASA. Or you could have Guy Kramer's Bending Light Invisibility Nanobots, metamaterials to hide the moon, but reflect the background. Kenny Rock says, oh, that's easy. Just reflect the dark side of the moon to the front of the moon. That's another idea. Just somehow find a way to reflect the dark side of the moon to the front of the moon. And Bob Schofield thought of that idea too, but he went in more detail about using Elon Musk's 60 flying drones and reflect mirrors from the dark side to reflect on the front of the moon, to make it like it's vanishing and reappearing. Kenny Rock probably was saying the same thing, but he was just saying it in a shorter version. And water bends light too. And there's glass that bends light, even for a mind reading trick. There's a lot of ways to make things invisible. Daytime, nighttime cloaking, 3D cloaking. Anyway, there's a lot of ways to make it seem like the moon's vanishing and reappearing. And Andre Cole created 7 methods to make the moon disappear and reappear, and he's excited that David Sitcock and Copperfield and his Lumen crew are going to breathe life into his illusion and make it reality. And I hope it's on CBS. That's what the most shows he did on. His first show was The Magic at ABC, starring David Copperfield. Then CBS took him over there and he did 18 specials and 2 documentaries. Now you can count 3 documentaries because A&E did a documentary with David Copperfield in it. And hopefully, what Copperfield does is going to be a full moon. That would be the best way to do it, a full moon. And everybody on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, and X, that used to be Twitter, they all are clamoring. I just saw the moon disappear right before my eyes. Or, what is happening with the moon? It keeps disappearing and reappearing. And everybody wants to know what is going on to the moon. So I have to go on all social media to explain what's going on. And I even tell them to go to my YouTube channel at Bill Green 4003 and look up 00076 Moon Shapes in the Sky Copperfield. And they can see, I got it 90 times zoom to see the moon vanish and reappear. And I talk about all the methods from Lloyd Barnes to other magicians that were on there to Jason Parker Magic's idea of using a lazy Susan turntable by rotating the earth. Voila, Muno, Gano, and Sean Calker says Copper's going to snap his fingers and then poof, it's gone. He's that good. And a lot of, and Miles Pittman mentioned the Starlink satellites and to block out the light from the moon. And like some websites, they said it won't be a real moon, it'll be a projector. And I know Pig Cake Magician showed a picture of a projector like that, but he does a comedy thing, like he's frozen and all that stuff. That's real funny. But mainly he does card tricks and all that stuff. But that's his theory too. Although, right now the moon is still there. And I don't think it's going to do any tricks tonight. At least it doesn't seem like it. If anybody wants to comment on their ideas on how to make the moon disappear, feel free to comment down on my YouTube channel or on my Facebook or anywhere, so we can have more theories after what I tell you all the theories to make the moon disappear. Everybody has all these theories, and anybody wants to comment on my YouTube channel, go right ahead. Tell me your theories, because when we did stuff like that for Copperfield shows, or Franz Harari, or David Blaine, or Lance Burton, or Franz Harari, out in Google groups and AOT.magic.secrets. We all put our ideas right out there, and we found out that everybody has more than one way how it could be done. Or if they knew fact, like there's some things I knew as fact. And then Valentino, the masked magician, revealed it on his Magic's Biggest Secrets finally revealed. The motorcycle vanished. Except I mentioned out on the internet more information. The narrator, Mitch Plixie, talks about reappearing in the audience, but don't go in detail like I did.